Former U.S. President Donald Trump is in hot discussion regarding the upcoming elections of the United States. While his presidency was marked by controversy and polarization, there were several notable achievements that supporters point to as positive contributions to the country. These positive actions may work for him to become president once more. Let's delve into some of the key accomplishments of the Trump presidency. Number 1, Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. One of the flagship achievements of the Trump administration was the passage of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act in 2017. This legislation aimed to stimulate economic growth by lowering the corporate tax rate and implementing changes to individual tax rates. Supporters argue that these tax cuts provided much-needed relief for businesses and individuals, leading to increased investment and job creation. Number 2, Middle East peace agreements. The Trump administration achieved notable diplomatic successes in the Middle East, brokering several historic peace agreements between Israel and Arab nations. The Abraham Accords, which normalized relations between Israel and countries like the United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Sudan, and Morocco, are seen as significant steps towards promoting stability and cooperation in the region. Number 3, deregulation. Throughout his presidency, Trump pursued an ambitious deregulatory agenda, aiming to reduce burdensome regulations on businesses and industries. This approach was intended to spur economic growth and innovation by freeing up companies to operate more efficiently. Supporters contend that deregulation played a vital role in bolstering the economy and fostering a more business-friendly environment. Number 4, criminal justice reform. Trump's signing of the First Step Act in 2018 marked a significant milestone in criminal justice reform. This bipartisan legislation aimed to address issues within the federal prison system, such as providing rehabilitation programs for inmates and reducing mandatory minimum sentences for certain nonviolent offenses. Supporters view this as a positive step towards achieving a more fair and equitable criminal justice system. Number 5, appointment of conservative judges. One of the lasting legacies of the Trump presidency is the appointment of conservative judges to the federal judiciary, including 3 Supreme Court justices. This effort to reshape the judiciary with judges who adhere to conservative principles is viewed as a significant achievement by Trump's supporters, who see it as a safeguard for constitutional values. Number 6, economic growth. Prior to the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, the U.S. economy experienced robust growth, characterized by low unemployment rates and a booming stock market. Trump's economic policies, including tax cuts and deregulation, are credited by supporters as contributing factors to this period of prosperity. Number 7, Veterans Affairs reform. The Trump administration made strides in reforming the Department of Veterans Affairs, implementing measures to improve veterans' access to healthcare services and enhance accountability within the VA system. These reforms aim to better serve those who have served our country and are applauded by supporters as a step in the right direction. Number 8, space exploration. Trump prioritized space exploration initiatives during his presidency, reviving the National Space Council and spearheading efforts to return astronauts to the moon through the Artemis program. Additionally, the establishment of the Space Force as the 6th branch of the U.S. military underscored the administration's commitment to advancing America's leadership in space. Number 9, trade agreements. Trump renegotiated trade deals, including the United States-Mexico-Canada Agreement, USMCA, which modernized trade relations and aimed to benefit American workers and industries. Supporters view these trade agreements as a win for American businesses and workers, promoting fairer and more reciprocal trade practices. Number 10, response to COVID-19. Despite criticism of his handling of the pandemic, some supporters commend Trump's administration for implementing Operation Warp Speed, an initiative that accelerated the development and distribution of COVID-19 vaccines. This effort contributed to the availability of vaccines in record time, offering hope for overcoming the pandemic. In conclusion, while Donald Trump's presidency was marked by controversy and divisiveness, it's important to recognize the positive accomplishments and initiatives undertaken during his time in office. From economic growth to diplomatic achievements and reforms in various sectors, the Trump administration leaves behind a complex legacy that will continue to be debated and analyzed for years to come.